So, welcome back. I've been having constant crashes with the Landsmeet section. If you spared her, well, if you did not fight her and kill her in House Estate, you'll find Coffrey in here. You can convince her to stand aside, or else you'll have to fight her. To do so, you just need to not fight her in the House Estate, just surrender to her, and then pick the persuade option. Just pick the 2 persuade options. And that will be enough to convince her. I'm not gonna show that because the game has been crashing constantly for me, and after 6 fucking times of listening to the same fucking dialogue, I'm done with it, and I don't care. It's not really that important anyway.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings.
Ah! Here we have the puppeteer.
Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? Where is the famous steadfastness of the dwarves? How much did it cost the Empress to buy your loyalty?
The Blight is the real threat here, not Orlais. Well, I disagree that Orlais is not a threat, but, you know, it's time to play the political game, which means lying out of your ass.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The South has fallen, Loghain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, can we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
No. I mean, come on, think of it like this. Would you allow an enemy army, which is 4 legions, or 24 divisions of troops? I want you to consider that number that Riordan gives you. 24 divisions of fucking troops. That's a lot. I know they're all cavalry, but still, the point still fucking stands here. You sold, no. You allowed Rend and Howe to imprison and torture innocents.
The Warden speaks truly. My son was taken under cover of night. The things done to him, some of them are beyond any healer's skill.
Howe was responsible for himself. He will answer to the Maker for any wrongs committed in this life, as must we all. But you know that. You were the one who murdered him. Whatever Howe may have done, he should have been brought before the Seneschal. There is no justice in butchering a man in his home.
He is right about that. The purpose of a justice system isn't to punish people. Well, it is in a way to punish people, but it's also more importantly, vastly more importantly in my eyes, it's to prevent future crimes. If you don't prevent future crimes by slaughtering someone in his home, just because he committed a crime. Why did you try to steal the throne from your own daughter, Loghain?
By all means, let us speak of Anora, Warden. For this is a matter close to my own heart. What have you done with my daughter?
What have I done? I've protected her from you.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
The Queen speaks the truth.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Anora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
The Warden. I'm with the Warden. Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
The Warden helped me personally in a family matter.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden!
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
Yeah, I want to point out the guy with the family matter is the guy who the crows who hired the crows, and it's the guy whose child you saved. So yeah, the Landsmeet is against you, Loghain. Step down gracefully. Not that he will, but hey.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me?
I need to ask, when did when did Eamon actually fight in the rebellion? He was mentioned as a kid in the fucking Stolen Throne, so when did he fight? Though keep in mind, the war between Ferelden and Orlais didn't stop once Megaron was killed, and he was actually killed years after the Battle of Riverdane. So I guess it is possible that Eamon did fight with them at one point or another. Call off your men and we'll settle this honorably.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. When we first met at Ostagar, I would never have thought so, but Ostagar seems like it happened in another lifetime to someone else. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough! Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
I'll fight this duel myself.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
Oh, he drew a sword. Yeah, that's so shocking. Anyway. Oh, fool am I.
As you wish. This should be easy enough.
Yes!
On it.
Yes!
Just waiting. Right.
Show me what you got!
Let's get
started.
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? I'm badly injured. Wonderful. Look at this mess. I love it. Gotta get me if you dare.
Yeah, war cry. That's a real problem.
I'm running out of energy.
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Cailan, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
I accept your surrender.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
No.
Wait. There is another option. Batean is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
You want to... Sorry, you want to make him a warden. Why?
There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden. And there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you! How can we simply forget that?
Well, I don't need to forget that, but I can show mercy, you know, Alistair. Yeah, mercy. Such a thing does exist, you know. I would be a fucking hypocrite if I didn't stick with my principles in all situations. I spared Caladris, I spared Duran. Of course I'm gonna spare fucking Loghain. Riordan has a point. We should put him through the joining.
Joining the Wardens is an honor, not a punishment. Name him a Warden and you cheapen us all. I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't!
So that's it. You or him, huh?
He's being childish. How many generals do you think Ferelden has? We can't afford to lose any of them to Alistair's tantrums if we want to survive the Blight.
Oh, but we can afford to lose a king? And the entire army that was abandoned at Ostagar? Whose tantrums cost us all that, I wonder? I didn't want to be king.
Cailan's.
I still don't. But, if that's what it takes to see Loghain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
I view Cailan as being responsible for Ostagar completely, not Loghain. And you're right, Anora. Take the crown.
You're siding with her? How could you do this to me? You, of all people.
Even you think she'd be a better ruler. You actually said that yourself, so shut the fuck up.
What is wrong with you? I thought we were friends. Now you're siding with a man who killed Duncan.
Alistair, I'm not siding with Loghain, I'm sparing his life. That's completely different. That's not true.
Isn't it? I don't know. I'm not sure I know what's true anymore. All I know is I can't let this pass. Not and still live with myself. I guess I don't have any choice, do I? I'm leaving.
I'm afraid it's not so simple as that, Alistair.
You already got what you wanted. Your murdering father gets a place amongst the Grey Wardens. What else could you want from me?
Your life, unfortunately. So long as you live, rebellions can be raised in your name. Our land cannot endure another civil war. I must call for your execution.
Yeah, I would let Alistair go if it wasn't for the fact that Anora is completely right. What, do you think Eamon is not gonna use Alistair for his plans in the future? Do you think Eamon is completely honorable? Eamon wants power. Eamon wants to take over the throne. Who the fuck do you think will be the power behind the Ferelden throne if Alistair becomes king? Eamon! And sorry, I don't think that's in the best interest of Ferelden. And I don't really find the Farron bloodline to be that important, to be honest. Marek was a shit king, Kaelin was a shit king, and Alistair would be... Okay, to be completely fair to Alistair, he would be better than Kaelin. Though not by much, and Kaelin was a complete dumbass. Still, I find it difficult to believe that Alistair would betray his entire fucking country just to get in bed with the Empress of Orlais, which he was planning to do, and which David Gator himself confirmed he would do. So yeah, it's about time. I admit I'm being a troll by picking this option.
Did someone replace my fellow Grey Warden with a pit viper when I wasn't looking? What happened to you? Can you hear yourself? I'm going to be thrown on the pyre along with Duncan and all the others, am I? Nothing I did counts for anything?
What did you do? You were the one who refused to lead. You were the one whose only contribution, if even that, was to fight. I've been the one who has had to make the difficult decisions. I've been the one who's raised an army. I've been the one who's had to deal with the burden of leadership. What the fuck have you done in all of this? Oh yeah, you fought. Good job for you, Alistair. Fuck you. Be a man, Alistair. For once in your fucking life, be a man.
Guards, take him away, please. And now, lords and ladies of Ferelden, there is still a blight to defeat, and armies to gather. And I appoint this man to lead us in both. We will not allow this land be further threatened by the Archdemon. Gather your forces, and await the Warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we shall triumph over it, for we are Ferelden.
Okay. So it's done.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the Taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
I understand.
So it's done. My father lives, and for good or ill, he is now a Grey Warden. Thank you for giving him the opportunity to undergo the ritual. It couldn't have been easy.
Actually, it was easy sparing him. What wasn't so easy was killing Alistair. For what it's worth, during my canon run, well, my initial run of the game, generally with RPGs I rarely if ever change my original run decisions. Except Dragon Age Origins, where I've changed, like the werewolf choice, I initially cured them. The wind choice, yes, I did Sparrow user, all of that. And the ashes choice, yeah. Then there's the Alistair choice. Yeah, initially I let him walk away, then I realized how stupid that was of me. So, yeah. But I did spare Loghain. He did what he thought was right.
As he always has. I'm simply glad that it didn't result in a sad end for a great man. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe, and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united for Ferelden, Warden. Now we face the Blight.
Okay. You know, on the outset, marrying Alistair with Anora sounds like the best decision until you realize that, one, they wouldn't get along and that would cause problems, and two, they wouldn't have children. In fact, David Gator was asked, well, would they have children, and would either Alistair or Anora have children in any situation, and he said, nope.
Keep those cats out of my cream.
Regardless. Yeah. So yeah, regardless of what you pick, there will be no heir to the Ferelden throne. Well done. But I guess that's intended for Bioware. From Bioware, sorry. Anyway, Costin here, signing out.